Hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Essence. Hey, everybody. Live has changed so much since the last time. Like, I mean, I went live yesterday, but for a little bit. But like when I was going live, like 5 years ago, like live has changed so much. I'm so like overwhelmed with all these options at the bottom and like what the hell. My gosh. How y'all feeling? Peace, peace. Are y'all excited? We turning the cameras on for episode 10. You know it's got to be something good. I'm so excited. I want to make sure that, you know, we get started quickly. We got to wait for the goddess to get on here. Krystal, whenever you get on, just let me know and I'm going to figure out how to add you on, sis. But I'm excited. I'm going to figure out how I can turn this into the podcast. This is a live podcast, of course, but just so that if you have the app or you have it on Spotify, that you can go back and listen to it. I know some of y'all might be heading out at work, like watching, or, you know, took your lunch break. So I appreciate it. We will be getting started shortly. Like I said in my last post yesterday, if y'all have questions that you want to ask Krystal, should we have the time, once the, you know, conversation is over, then feel free. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of pick randomly, depending on how many questions. I'm going to pick like three to five maybe questions, just depending. Be mindful of your questions. Sis only got a limited amount of time. I'm sure she's super busy, so let's just be mindful and respectful. My Shingo dress. Let me just show y'all real quick, okay? Because this is my page, so I can do what I want to do. My dress. Oh, this is Shingo dress, okay? This is my sister. This is her brand, okay? She collaborated with Shein. I'm probably saying it wrong, but listen, I knew that this dress was for me when I saw it. Like, I mean, it's just everything, right? You can do so much with this dress. I'm not like a big fashionista. So, you know, I'm going to run my ideas past my sister, you know, see what she think. But you can definitely shop this dress and some other pieces that she has with the collection, Shein.com. So that's just my little tidbit, okay? Thank you. I love it too. Like, the material is so fitted. Of course, you know, I don't wear bras, so I don't have a bra on. Just a disclaimer. But the details, y'all, like the details, okay? The details, okay? Like, I'm just saying. Thank you. I'm super excited. I don't even know. I guess I don't know how to, you know, tell if she is on here or not. I see like names, but I guess once she gets on here, then I'll add her. But I want to say to everybody that has been listening to the podcast these past 10 episodes, 9 episodes, thank you so much for the support. This literally was just supposed to be me testing out this particular app for the podcast, and it turned into the practice run being the first episode. So when you know, you know. And I'm super grateful for sis who put me on to the app, because like I said, I have always wanted to start a podcast and just ramble and talk because that's what I do. But I had no idea that it would like take off like it has done. And this is just me walking in my purpose, being bold, not being afraid, because I'm more behind the scenes. Okay, I do better back there, right? I can write everything up for you. I'm the writer. I'm the, the creative writer and all that stuff. I can write for you, but let me be back there and do it. So even being on live, it's just like, ugh. It's not my thing, but I'm making it my thing, okay? If it's what I gotta do for my business, it's just what I gotta do. But just know I am more of a behind the scenes type of chick, and I get it done back there, okay? I get it done behind the scenes. So that's just my little tidbit, okay? Like I said, make sure you drop any questions that you may think of for Krystal, and I'll do my best to get to them. I'll do my best. I appreciate everybody tuning in. I know it's a weekday. I know y'all probably at work or whatever. So I appreciate it. We're just going to give her a second to get on because as we know, sis is busy. And she is, let me see. Okay. All right. Here she is. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? I don't know if y'all really ready. I'm about to ask this on. Are y'all ready? Y'all gonna act right? Okay? All right. Let me see. Hold on. Well, what am I doing? I don't know how to work this live. Hold on. Wait, y'all.
Hey.
Hey, girl. Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't see you on here.
Ready. I don't know what happened. I was looking. And then I was messaging you, I'm ready, and I kept refreshing your page. So I don't know if it's my service or what, but hey, y'all. And sorry about my background.
It's okay. I had to scoot my chair over so y'all see my background.
Be coming in, interrupting me.
It's all good. I'm so excited to have you here. Thank you, Krystal.
And
girl,
I'm on it too.
Like
we've been doing this like 5
I'm so
years.
Excited
Facebook
to have
friends
you on here.
in general.
Super excited. I want to make sure that I'm respecting your time, so I want to get straight into this. First of all, like you just said, like we've been at this for a minute.
Of course.
Got a little backstory because I guess I've started following you 2018, something like that. And y'all, I'ma just if you don't know me, I live up north, right? I live in Ohio. It's cold as fuck up here. And when I found you, I'm like, sis talking about I don't need to be up here. You know what I mean? So it was just something as small as that at the very beginning that I was like, oh yeah, I'm fucking with her. I'm rocking with her. So I go back, I'm starting to go back, looking at your YouTube. What I love the most is watching you transition. So like you started off in the backyard. I'm assuming that was your backyard, right? So you was in Okay, so you was in the backyard as Krystal
with Destiny holding the camera,
and I'm like, okay, I'm vibing with her. I'm vibing with her, but I'm like, it still kind of felt like you hadn't become who you was gonna become yet. Like you were still filling it out, right? I'm like, okay, so then we made the transition to the bathroom. I'm like, all right, bitch cussing, I love it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, this where I need to be. This where I need to, like, I had no idea how much I needed you. I was my own spiritual awakening at that time. So you came at such a great time in my life. So I honor you. And I ain't trying to get all whatever, but I just want you to know that. I'm always giving you.
Oh, thank you for that.
Truly. So I'm gonna give a
Thank
little
you.
disclaimer too before we really get started. As y'all see, I cuss. Krystal, she out. No, I'm gonna be you on here because you are who you are. Period. So I'm gonna be mindful too, but just know if cussing ain't your thing, you can always hit the end button. You can always click out. It's okay. We still love you, but this is just, I want us to be as raw and as transparent as possible. Period. So we all know that you are the owner of the Goddess Collection, right? But before we get into all that, I want to get a little backstory. I want to talk about Krystal Harris. I want to talk about you just growing up. I want to know what talk to us a little bit about what Krystal was like as a kid. What was life?
Oh, I was Harmony. If anybody know Harmony, that's that little innocent, glowy, dingy, run into every wall, trip over every rock. Yes, the typical airheaded child Aquarius. Smiled at everything, thought everything was just so goofy. That was Krystal. Yes, that was the beginning stages of Krystal before kind of like the world set in and I had to get a little nigga. So, yeah. But everything, it changed for me when I started to reach maybe about 6th grade and you realize that everything just wasn't unicorns and butterflies, but I had never known that. You know, whereas my sister used to fight all the time and she used to already was cursing. I was just still like, you know, oh God, and you know, oh, people fight. Yeah, right. Because that's just who I was. So, but then around like 6th grade, things started changing. I had got in my first fight. She beat the fuck out of me. Oh, it's all good, sis. Because she trained me for the whole sprint after. So after that, it's just this reality check that the world is not all good. Even I suffer with that now too. Just setting boundaries and knowing that people are not going to have the same heart that I do. So that was me growing up, and even now I'm taking that same journey back into dingy Krystal, and then like, no, we need boundaries again because you're gonna have to whoop some hoes ass if you got to, right? And then just flowing.
So what would you say? My question would be this: so being that dingy kid, you know, and that very much so sounds like myself. I'm an Aquarius too, as you know, and I have always been, I remember the first time I even said a cuss word. I'm like, ugh. I don't even know if that sounded right, but everybody else on it, you know what I mean? Like, that's how I was. So that definitely resonates with me. What would you say, something about you that your family, like, you know how we have like family funny stories and shit like that? Like, what would be something that your family, your siblings, I'm gonna just say your siblings, give us a funny story or something about you as a kid that your siblings still talk about or laugh.
Everything was funny. Everything. I just remember us, we used to go. Now at this point we older and we all kind of smoke weed at this point. And we would wait for our mama to go to sleep and we would go in the back and we would get high and we would sit at the table and play cards and eat and rib the fuck out of each other. Now, ribbing, I know y'all not from New Orleans, but we'll just talk about each other. You know, if your nose fat, bitch, you got a bell pepper nose or whatever the case may be. Man, we had a lot of fun. We really, really did. It wasn't a harmonious growing, you know, childhood like we all have our ups and downs in general. You know what I'm saying? Daddy with the crack epidemic and all of that shit, the ups and the downs, but in general, I wouldn't have changed.
Your mama ain't had no idea
who I am today. I wouldn't have changed anything. No, and not Lynette. She a Cancer. No, indeed, no. She didn't play that shit. Even when you became a woman, you couldn't leave her house after 10 o'clock. So she didn't play us, oh, it's cool, y'all smoking. No, indeed. Yeah. She wasn't going to hit us because she wasn't ever a hitter. That was, you know, the dad. But she was a nurturer. She didn't play that shit. I remember being 21 in this lady's house, having to sneak out the window to go sit in my car that was parked in front of the house to smoke because she said my door better not be open after I go to sleep. I'm like, it's 9:30. But that can't stand her. She don't play that.
How many siblings?
Right. So that's Lynette.
Okay.
Ooh, it's three,
Okay.
4 altogether.
Okay.
So
Okay.
2
Me
more
too.
sisters, 1 brother. I'm
Listen,
number 2.
I already know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
for those that don't know, Krystal became a mom at 17. So, at 16, my
Yes, 16.
okay. Oh, so
well, pregnant at 16, but a mom at 17.
That was a transition. You went from being a 16-year-old kid to now being a mother and an adult, so to speak. You know, like what was that like? What was that transition like? What was your mind like at that time?
Well, oh God. So technically I was gonna be a virgin forever until I got married. That's what I had in my head. That's what I knew for sure. To be honest, I don't even know why I did it. I think at the moment me and my mom wasn't as close as we had used to be. You know, you growing up, we eating a certain type of foods, you go through that weird teenage stage. And I just asked him, I was like, you want to do it? You know, he was my friend. Then we became boyfriend and girlfriend. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just lose my virginity. Right. I had no idea this is how you get pregnant. Dugga, right? It's Aquarius. And then I'm pregnant. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, okay, okay, cool. But at that time, I'm still like halfway in the streets. I'm breaking into houses. I'm robbing strip malls around the corner. The time limit is up to go to jail, sis. We could talk about it. Right? That's just the childhood in me. So I never forget. I'm breaking into this house next door. And I'm at this point, I'm like 3 months pregnant, right? But I'm still just that kind of hood girl, you know what I'm saying? And Aquarius, we love challenges, right? So the window is like this big, and I'm like, I'm gonna get through this bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't steal because we were poor. I stole for the thrill of it. Because that's just what it was at that moment in time. So I squeeze through the window, I get what I get, I come back out, and I never forget, I come in the kitchen and I'm bleeding. And I start wailing and crying. And I was like, look what you've done. You've been such a bad person. You don't even respect the child in your belly. Who are you? What are you? But lo and behold, I had cut my leg and was dripping from there, but I thought it was my vagina. But destiny changed my life because I said, no, ma'am, you a mama. This is a wrap. You won't touch another house. You won't touch anything. You won't. To this day, I hate thieves with all my motherfucking heart. I come in your house, you got a penny on the floor, $1 million in the corner. I don't even see it. That's cool. Like, to this day. But that journey had to set me up for that. Had to make me, tailor me into the woman I am. Straight up. So
who were you around that were doing those things?
She changed
like
me.
Breaking like
Oh no, I'm always the front runner, nigga. I'm telling them, come on, let's do this. Oh yeah, it's me. I'm the ringleader. So it's just, that's what I wanted to do. I was hanging with my baby daddy's brother, and we did all that stuff together. We had so much fun. Even somebody else's name that I don't want to name, like one of my sister boyfriends. We was doing some things. Like I had a lot of masculine energy. You know what I'm saying? So I was one of the dudes. I was listening to Tupac. We was riding. Straight up. Yeah. So dingy upbringing, gangster teenage life, you know, and then woman right here. Like, okay, guys.
Okay. So let me make sure I'm staying on task. Okay. So this year, Lord, like, first of all, let me say, you inspire me to be more transparent, because I'm the type of person that, and maybe it could be my other side.
Oh, thank you.
Because I'm like, as an Aquarius, I'm like this, right? I talk a lot. I talk a lot. But it's things that I be like, I don't want them to know that. Like, I don't want to put that out. Like, I'm just very private. And so when you tell certain things, I'd be like, how did she get the courage to say that? Like, you know what I mean? And so that inspires me. So I just want to know too, like, how, when you are putting certain information out there to us, what are you thinking before you do it? Or are you just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just say it?
There's no judging me. There's no judging me. When I come and I tell you my story, it's only to show you something. The things that I've done before, I could give 3 fucks about. Now, if I was that same person today and I had never grown, then I wouldn't be telling you those stories. But if I can sit in front of you as the woman I am today and tell you, oh yeah, I definitely got molested, then that means that you gonna go and say, well, fuck. Look, she got molested. She was breaking in fucking houses. She had a baby at 17. She got molested again in between.
Right.
In the meantime, she lost her first fight. You know what I'm saying? She her daddy hit her because she peed in the bed. You know what I'm saying? Then you can sit back as a woman who may not tell the world your story, but that's just my mission, and say to yourself, well, my God, I definitely can do whatever the fuck I want to do. Whatever I can do. Because this is a girl who didn't just get it handed to her. She definitely did climb some mountains, fell off that bitch, rolled down the street, got hit by a couple of cars. And look what we have in front of us today. So there's no judging me. I actually like to tell all of my business, not just for motivation. And then because it's a journey, it's growth, it's learning. I'm obsessed with it all. I love it all. There's no judging me. I won't. I'm the girl who can fall, and we all gonna laugh. And then remember, I'm not on an Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius moon. So that's double tell all my business. And then I'm a Gemini rising. So I'm all air. I don't know.
And I appreciate
like,
it. That's
like,
I appreciate it. And that's why I have stuck by your side this entire time. I'm like, listen, like this girl is willing to put everything on the forefront, no matter what the fuck nobody else got to say. And I respect that. I respect that. Is it better?
All right.
Okay.
Better
so
like.
after
Okay.
so you got pregnant with Destiny at 16, you had her at 17. This year you let us know that after Destiny came Jacob. And I was like, that's transparency for your ass. And hearing you say you don't care about, no, you can't. And to hear you now say there's no judging me.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I get why you were so comfortable. And even though I know it was an emotional, vulnerable moment, like, but you were so comfortable to share it with us. And you even shared too that you're in the process of finding him, and just that whole journey. What is that like right now? Just kind of walk us through as much as you can.
Ooh, okay. Now, with the Jacob situation, it wasn't more about being transparent with y'all. It was about not forgetting him in a tribute to him. Because I was holding another boy, it hit personally. And then when I initially got pregnant, I knew it was a boy. He had nothing in me the last day of ovulation, and you can sense it. There's no fool in me. I'm no fool. I know it's a boy. I told y'all from day one. So you can scream, oh, she's got an ultrasound. Bitch, you can't get an ultrasound at 6 weeks and know the gender. You can't get an ultrasound at 8 weeks and know the gender. Like, come on, let's stop the foolishness. You know what I'm saying? So I was screaming it from the moment I had conceived. I knew it was a boy. So all I keep thinking is, one day I know that I want to reunite with Jacob. I know that I want to reunite with my son. So I can't pretend because I'm Krystal Alkaline Doula, because at the end of the day, I'm Krystal. I can't just pretend that this child never existed. That everybody's saying, oh, you finally got your boy. No. It can't go this way. Because if he ever knew that, the hurt that he would feel because of her career, she didn't share that with everybody because it was too personal. No, I couldn't do that to him. I could not do that to him. So it was very difficult for me. I literally feel like I make no mistakes. But that to me still sometimes feels like the worst thing that I ever could have done. I felt like it was a lot of my upbringing too, right? I felt as if I didn't have a man and a woman in the house together, that there would be nobody to teach him how to be a man. And that I didn't have enough money to supply for him because I was already a young mother. So I never forget when I went to my first doctor's visit or whatever, the lady was like, well, why don't you just give him up for adoption? I had never heard of nothing like that in my life. You don't hear about that in the hood. So I was thinking like I could be free. I could just forget about it, you know. And so I went. And I mean, throughout my pregnancy, I didn't want to do it. Even once I had him, I would hold him and cry and cry. And I remember the nurse saying to me, like, why are you crying? I said, I'm about to give him up. And she was like, well, don't do it. And then the next day that the family that I promised them to, they was there looking for a baby that they could never have. And so my initial giving him away, when I knew that I didn't want to do it, was for them. And I just was like, you didn't already promise a baby to somebody who's looking at that child like, I want to love something. And it just destroyed me. I will say, like, that was a piece of something that I went through, and I'm a soldier, bitch, that really, it took something from me, because I'm a nurturer. I am a lover of children beyond which y'all would ever know. As much as they drive me nuts, I can still see me having 600 and 700 more because of the love I have for my children. Now, I'm super protective. I'm super crazy. So for me to do that, it still feels like there's a little salt on that wound. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I give him up and I go to see him because it's an open adoption. But after your first, second, and your third visit, and you watch somebody grow that you can't take home with you, it's not right. You know what I'm saying? It don't sit okay with you. So that was a wrap. I ran because that's all I knew how to do. I said, I can't see him. I can't take him home. I cannot see this. And my family for years, where's Jacob? Where's Jacob? Don't ask me no questions because I can't. I'm sorry. Bitch, we should have talked about this last.
I love it
I'm
and
sorry.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. That
still make me cry.
Listen,
oh my
sis,
God.
that's why I
anyway.
asked you, because I'm like, I don't wanna.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I don't mind talking about it, but it still does make me cry.
No.
So I'm gonna feel what I need, to feel, and I'm just so sorry. But anyway, so I went and found the lady while I was pregnant with I'm about to call him Jacob. Well, I was pregnant with Magical, and a lot played on me too. I was just like, is this baby not gonna make it? Because is he just here for me to go find Jacob just because he a boy, and is he just gonna die on me? It was just like, bitch, you done lost it. Like, you need to just breathe. So for the first 4 months, nobody on Facebook could ever tell, because I don't want to put that burden on y'all. But I had lost a piece of myself. I was inside. I was thinking, I can't have you. I don't want you. I can't handle none of this. And not just because of Jacob, but other situations as well. And then I was like, well, I'm going to get a abortion. I'm going to get an abortion. It was too late for herbs. So I would literally have to go and swallow a fucking medic pill. And I'm like, you don't do this. I say, but fuck them. Fuck everybody. Can't nobody fucking judge me. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to take my herbs. I'm going to flush it out. Fuck them. If they ask me, because my family's like, you can't tell nobody got abortion. I don't give. And at the point, I'm like, I don't care. They don't get the right to judge me. They don't know what I'm going through. If I tell, I'm a kill it thing. Well, I'm going to tell everybody. I don't care. So then I look at my belly and I'm like, look how big you are. You can't go in there and do that. Like, that ain't going to sit right. And so day after day, I was just like, well, why can't you just die? How come other women can miscarry? What's wrong with me? Why is my body built so tough? So you never know what people are going through. And then it's almost as if God like put their hand on my shoulder and say, oh, no. You went through it. I'm glad you got that out, but you are going to love this soul inside you. And you don't have to worry about nothing else. And I mean, I woke up that day and like I'm touching my belly. I'm like, I'm sorry. Forgive me for what I put you through. And if you grow with me, I will never forget telling this nigga that. If you grow with me and you stay with me, I am going to show you how much that I love you every fucking day. And that nigga stayed with me and he grew with me. He's so happy. Like he remember those fucking words, bro. So anyway, I'm trying to find him. I meet with the lady. And so what's going on at this point? The numbers have changed. The emails have changed. She put a note on the door. She said she still don't even know if that's the address. She said, but we will find them. And I could sense that. always could sense Jacob. I had him in my belly. I always can sense him. He thinks about me often.
So what?
And I
What do
can't
you
wait.
know?
Oh, I can't wait.
Obviously,
Okay.
once they tell them what you're thinking or considering you want to see him or whatever, you know, have you dealt with if he says I don't want?
I gotta respect that. I do. But you know, it's not gonna tear me up because as I can smell his curiosity, because you know I'm cold with this, and he come from me. He's gonna want to know me, whether it be not now or it be later. He's gonna want me because I can sense. Now he's November 16. I'm February 16. He's a Scorpio, very intuitive sign as well. He's gonna want to know. He's gonna want answers.
You'll be ready whenever he's ready. Period.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. Got you. Okay.
Oh yeah,
so
I gotta be.
Just kind of moving on from that a little bit. So you had both Destiny and Jacob in the care of them people. So you went through, you know, the hospital deliveries and things like that, and we know how you feel about that shit now. So, you know, huh?
Yeah, wow. Induced with both of them.
So induced with both of them, had them at the hospital, went through like prenatal care at the doctor's offices and all that type of stuff, right? Okay, went through all that. Was there anything leading up? Like, did you ever feel, knowing how you feel now, did you ever feel any type of way? Like even then that it didn't feel right. This ain't right. I probably shouldn't be having my, like, you know what I mean? Like with the epidurals and things, feel any type of.
Yeah. Something, the very first time when, because Destiny was 9 pounds, 2 ounces. So I heard the woman say, that baby just 9 pounds, 2 ounces, and she isn't even due yet. They might have to take the baby. And I was thinking to myself, well, what's wrong with a baby growing inside of me? That's literally, I'm 16 at the time because I make 17 right before I have her. Because she's March 7, I'm February 16. Right. So I hit 17 like 2.5 weeks before she come or they take her. Right? And I'm just like, well, what's wrong with her getting bigger and bigger while she inside me? That doesn't make any sense. And then I never forget when the doctor was telling me, push. I was like, why are they telling me to push and I can't feel anything? Yeah, I was we Aquarius, sis. We always on it. Like, I was asking my mom, why are we the only ones with this hair? Like, I say, even when they're dark like me, it's only us with stuff. Why we don't have straight hair? Yeah. Oh, yeah, always. Just want to know. But now I always love pregnant women. Now, for some reason, I always had this like, no, don't do nothing. I'll never forget, I worked with this white girl named Kathy. God, I loved it, this bitch. I don't know if she was a black girl in her last life or a black nigga and fucked the bitch so much that she even had nigga features where he gave her some blackness. But she didn't try to act black. It was just her. So I went home. I was like, oh, you gonna have another baby? She was like, well, we trying. He just been nutting me and nothing haven't been happening. This was months before I had gotten him. So I was like, one day I went home and you know this when I still believe in Jesus and all that. I was like, God, if you ready for Kathy to have a baby, let her have a baby and get pregnant. So I went to work the next day. I said, I prayed for you last night. And I said, I hope you get pregnant. So to this motherfucking day, this bitch, if she see me, she'll say, come see your baby, ho. Remember you prayed for this mother, and she fucking got pregnant. They say, look at this motherfucking test, because that's how she used to talk. Bitch, you did it. This your motherfucking baby. She was in the hospital. Come see your motherfucking baby, bitch. I swear to God. And I'm like, who knew? You know what I'm saying? This is what we are born for. This is why I tell people, if you do not know your mission, you will think that you are on everybody else's mission. You will hate on another. Listen, everybody not meant to be an herbalist. Everybody's not meant to be the brain. We need builders. We need people that do so-called construction in the matrix, but we need you to build houses when we go in nature. We need fucking people who study dirt. We all need to know our place. I can't build shit. I'm not going to hate on you if you got, you know, if you can build 7 master houses. That's not my role or my position. Mars ain't hating on Mercury. Uranus ain't mad at Pluto. You heard me? Oh, you cold and smaller than me. It ain't happening because everybody knows their specific role. This is only what I was.
And that's literally what I was just saying. Period. So many people, you know,
Okay.
they don't want to do the work of just even going within to figure out what their soul mission is. They want to do everybody else. They look at everybody on social media and they like, this girl look like, oh, she look like she probably making money.
Thanks.
I want to do that. It is.
But that's a matrix mindset. Because before there was no money, then you didn't have the motivation to do what someone else is doing, because there was nothing hanging over your head. Like, you weren't gonna look at this one and be like, oh, she does pretty beads, I want to do pretty beads. But you know you can't do that. But if you're stimulated by money, or what we would call matrix envy, then of course you in survival mode. You know that money is survival. So if somebody else surviving at a higher rate than you and better than you, you got to do what they do. Everybody trying to eat. This is like survival, dog kingdom world, animal shit going on now. And can make a lot of money only if they knew what they were supposed to be doing.
Oh, that's just so crazy that you said it. I literally was just saying that. And if so many copycats out there want to do copycat shit, they don't.
But they don't succeed. Even if they make a lot of money, only for a short period of time, they're not going to have that glow or that growth. And something's going to take them down. That's just
and
the
it's
way
like, you always say, like the blueprint of your life and what you're supposed to do was imprinted on your soul from day one. But so many people, they don't want to go within. They don't want to do that work to figure out, what is it that I love? What is my purpose here? What am I passionate about? Everybody just so damn, like you said, caught in the matrix right now. You so lazy. You don't want to use your mind. You just want to do what everybody else is doing and just be cookie cutters. Everybody look the same. Y'all want to do the same thing. Bodies look the same. It's just cookie everything.
Oh,
I don't even know. I shouldn't have even said
it. That's out of control. But we ain't gonna talk about that.
Whatever. Okay, so you went through the hospital births with Destiny and Jacob, and but shortly after that, well, no, how many years after that? After Harmony?
Ooh, almost 10. Well, Harmony 7 and Destiny 17.
9
Jacob
years.
will be 16 this year. So then I guess that would be what,
within
9
those
years.
9 years.
9 fucking years. I had an abortion in between that. Yeah, and it's the first time I'm giving you exclusive information, sis. I feel like you definitely deserve it. That's the first time ever that I am saying this. Mm-hmm. Had an abortion in between.
How did that make you feel? Like, how did you, even having to make that decision after making a big decision to give up Jacob, and then you go through that again?
Initially difficult.
I know what the fuck?
Girl, fuck! Jesus! But that's what happens when you find yourself with somebody else's man, sis. You don't understand how much woman I am today. When I was a child, I moved like a child. But at 19, right after I fucking have Jacob, you with a married man. I ain't got no respect for these grown hoes who doing things that we know better that we shouldn't be doing. But that's the position you find yourself in. What you gonna do?
You don't.
Right? Oh, yeah. That's why I tell these hoes, bitch, you don't know me. I don't want to hear that shit. Don't come in my inbox. I can't let them cookies go. Bitch, you don't know me. I don't want to hear that shit. You talking about you can't let cookies go? That's what you come and crying to me about? That must be a motherfucking joke. That must be a joke. After all that I have endured and the pain and the torture and the mental, and I'm here? Nah, sis. I don't want to hear, I'm addicted to fry. I don't want to hear that shit. Are you crazy?
Oh,
girl, ain't no way.
For sure. No, seriously. God damn. Damn. Yep. Okay, so even after that experience, I love
all right.
And that's what that's the road I want to get on. I want to know how we got there.
Okay. Oh, but then I find myself sick. I find myself sick. So we about abortions at 19. I maybe about 20, 21. I can't ever nail it because I feel like it was 25 years ago when it was just like yesterday. But I'm gonna have to look through all my paperwork because I still have it. I really need to let that shit go because that's energy sitting in my house. Right. So I'm at this point I have 10 tattoos already. No, 9, because I then gets my husband's name later. And then I had just finished getting maybe almost 7 mercury fillings up in bottom. And then after that, I'm like always sick. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I had been doing better with my life on an educational level. So I went to trade school because I hated college. Oh, I couldn't do it. But I went to this trade school for 8 months, was a dental assistant, had my first $14 paying job. I'm working, but something is wrong. Something is definitely wrong. So I'm going to the hospital back and forth. These niggas don't know. So I would get the red. You know, even now I get red here because of my high cheekbones I'm a red hoe. But I'm talking about red. I'm talking about red like a nigga painted your face. Red. Yeah, like, and it's from here, butterfly. So as I'm like, what the fuck is this on my face? Like, you know, I'm not hot. Nigga ain't just finished laughing. You know, the usual red. I'm like, man, it's all across. Usually when I come from out the sun. So I'm doing good. I'm like, fuck, I got lupus. I go to the doctor. I'm like, this what y'all should test me for. I said, I always have that bridge thing across my nose, you know. So he tests me. My ANAs come up positive, but they don't test for lupus just yet. Then they have to go multiple sclerosis because ANA disease is anything like that. Multiple sclerosis, lupus, any fibromyalgia. So bam, I hit for lupus. I said, these dumb motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I start to do some research and my whole life changes. Now, at the time, I'm gay, right? And I never said this ever before, too. I do think that it was food manipulated because after I changed my diet, I was no longer gay. But then it could have also been emotionally manipulated. Look at the abortion. Look at the adoption. Why would I want to be with a man again that could get me pregnant and something else goes wrong? I didn't never even think of that. It's the first time I'm also saying that. Girl, this is amazing. Right? So I'm gay at the time. I'm telling her, I'm like, oh my God, they're killing us. Look what this food have in it. These people saying the cancer and look, oh my God, we can't never eat this, you know. So then the journey begins. No more snacks, no more Lay's chips. And I was a junkie. Do you understand me?
Girl.
Aquarius, we love food. If these hoes don't think I want a taco or burrito today, they stupid. Somebody, how you do it? Well, bitch, I don't want to be sick, okay? I want a motherfucking burrito, bitch. Some nachos and cheese and stick my pickle in there. Like, come on. You know? I was a ghetto eater. I want some motherfucking Cheetos with nacho cheese on there and fucking pickles in there. Yes. Yeah. But anyway, I can't do it. You know, we have to care for our temples. So, long story short, I started letting everything go. Boy, I start to feel good. Because you never know that you got until you start feeding yourself the correct gas. You never know. You never know. I didn't understand that. I'm just a nigga. All that I had been through, all of the prayers that I had given to God. But in turn, I had to understand that I was that. And I wasn't allowing my God power to be on full extent because I was covering that with filth. You know what I'm saying? But the moment you understand that once you start to give your body the fuel that God eats, oh, your whole world changes. Then all of a sudden, I look at her and I'm like, ew. Now, I love this hoe to this day. That is my girl. We are like this. But I'm like, I'm like, what am I doing? So, we just doing it one more time. She was like, why we ain't been having sex? I was like, we need to talk.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think I'm gay no more. I didn't fasted for 30 days. I was like, I don't know. Something changed. That's what I keep telling her. She was like, okay, let's try to do it. Girl, I got up laughing. She was like, you laughing? I was like, it's not you. It's not you. It's not you. I said, I just can't believe I'm bumping pussies right now. Yeah. I said, I can't do this. I say, I love you to death. You can still, we lived together for a while. Like for a while after. Now, mind you, Destiny never knew I was gay. Because in my head, I used to say, now we can't have babies. This ain't right. But I do want to still be gay. You know what I'm saying? So I used to tell Destiny, well, this is our friend. And she lived with her. We never was affectionate in front of her. Never held hands. No never idea. Kissed, never hugged. Okay? Nah. Like, Destiny just...
You a slick one.
No motherfucking idea until she made about 12, 13 years old.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. You got to protect the children. I don't know how these hoes have the children all in their business. She been with Mark, Jacob, John, Jr. Damn. You see them? Nah, I put Destiny to sleep. Okay, come on. Yeah. That's the hotel. All right? Yeah. You got to go for my daughter to wake up. See ya. You feel me? Not no more. Whew. Okay. So then after that, I fast, I'm ungay, and my life just changes. Anything that I speak, it becomes. I'm like, we don't got no money. Destiny gets bitched by a dog. We sue the people. There go money. Somebody hit me at a red light from the back. 5,000 right there. I mean, money was just falling. And I was just like, so now Destiny old enough to become spiritual. And we sit at the table and we do spiritual things. We holding hands and we manifesting. I'm not reading no books. I'm not following the 7 Orishas. No offense to anybody who do the 7 African gods, because I understood that I can create my own magic. So I say, man, we just gonna start doing shit. And I can't talk about it too much because I have the magic seminar coming up in January, and I want to put them on game. But the magic that I learned didn't come from nowhere. I used to say, well, I did study feng shui, and they gave me a lot of good tips too. That shit is fire. Oh my motherfucking God, about your house can't have clutters because your house is your body, and anything that has stacks, like no energy can pass. Always be clean. Always clean out closets that you ain't cleaned out. Energy need to pass. That's money flow. And when we not just talking about money flow, we talking about abundant mind, abundant children, abundant. We not just talking money. Okay, abundant thinking. You know what I'm saying? So abundant health. So it's so much it get into, and it's not just money. Because actually money don't exist. We have to understand that money is a tool that we are playing with magically, because it isn't factual. You feel me? So come on, that's magic right there. These hoes don't get it though, but they associate that with the devil, whatever. But life just changes. Life is great at this point, okay?
So that's what I was gonna say. So then we,
talk about
after
harmony,
all of that, then you decided you had Harmony, and you had her at home. So your last 3 you had at home. So we just gonna kind of collectively put them together. Like, well, first talking about Harmony, because the Goddess Collection, that was Harmony, right? And so then tell us about that, because you had her at home, you had her by yourself.
Oh yeah,
it was just you and your friend, right? So it was just y'all.
Yeah, well, my ex-girlfriend.
Talk to us about that, because you went from those hospital experiences to Googling what you needed. Yeah, so talk to us about that.
Yeah, but I'm a gangster though. I'm a gangster. Don't nothing scare me. Don't nothing scare me. I ain't lying. I tell you, maybe a spider, bitch. Maybe a spider, a roach, and a little mouse. I might run. But other than that, I understand life and death is interchangeable. What is it to die and just regrow again?
Okay.
What is that? I've died so many times and regrown again. I've died the moment that I transitioned from a burglar to a mother. I died when I transitioned from a side woman to never doing that shit ever again. You heard me? Now the hoes make songs about it. Y'all okay? You know what I'm saying? I transitioned from, girl, we always dying again. Even my slutty dressing from what I'm doing now. I died from the whole dressing to the classy dressing, okay? Straight up. So we die all the time and regrow. So we are so afraid to tell our truth, when I first came out, people always on this, you need to be careful. You need to, I don't need to do nothing. Because if this is my motherfucking mission, what fool would I be to think that God just like, well, you goes out there and you be the herbalist, but your mice will die, ho. Damn, that's what you do me?
Yep.
If this what you put in my blueprint,
Yep.
I already know that I'm coming with some guns behind me. Thus the Bible verse, when God is for you, no one can be against you. Them hoes try to come for me, all fail. I think that if God had to weigh in and say, well, we gonna get the bitch who's slandering her, and we gonna get the bitch who in their mission, this bitch got babies to make. I have souls I need to bring through. Do you understand me? Not only with herbs, but when I doula these motherfuckers, I got lives I need to save. And they do it themselves too, because I got to give them the herb. But I got somebody that's on their deathbed and having cancer that I got to get these herbs to, because they got something they need to tell their grandchild before they pass. That's my mission. So you talking all that ratchet shit, you be careful. Because I think when it comes down to it, my role gonna seem, well, bitch, you got to get out the way. This all got something to do. You causing the chaos over here. We gonna need this to be handled. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you watch it, hoes. Okay? Because I ain't talking with nobody. But anyway, so Harmony makes me a doula. She also makes me a woman. As Destiny made me a mother, Harmony makes me a woman. So with that being said, I'm not scared to give birth. Not at all. I'm just studying. That's all we always have to do. Just study. So I'm watching every single live birth on YouTube. Bitch, I know everyone to this day. I went through about every day. I'm like, ooh, shit. Lord, okay. All right, got it. You know, I'm just studying. So I never forget, the baby is close to being due. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Do we have to put the scissors on the stove to make it sterile to cut the umbilical cord? I was like, do we put it in the oven? So I'm Googling, put scissors in oven, one video. This is why I tell people to stay in your power. Had that lady not made their video, then I wouldn't have known to keep the fucking placenta on. And the video was in Spanish, sis. It was in Spanish. I had to put the captions on. And the lowest birth, and you keep placenta. Yeah. I say, oh, you keep that motherfucker on there till they fall off. Got it. Let's have this fucking baby. Oh, yeah. Went into labor, didn't really know I was in labor, but there's really nothing to know. Even had I not known that I was in labor, what's gonna happen? The baby gonna come out that cat. Period. So I'm having this back pain, and I'm like, okay, it's not going away. This labor. This is what I said to myself. Then I go downstairs, and I remember going in and out. That's all I remember, is just coming in and coming out. And then later I read that women, we release DMT to make us go in and out of consciousness so we don't die from the pain. Talk about, and you know, and she don't know she got it. She don't know nothing. Her whole life done if she don't understand that. You feel me? So now I already had breastfed Destiny, so I already knew I was gonna do that. I already did that. So I'm just going in and out. You know, finally I'm throwing up. Remember, I tell people I have the ex-friend, girlfriend Googling, you know, can you throw up in labor? Yeah, we're making room for the baby, because I ate big meal before the baby came. Just like the hospital, you can't eat. I ate it all. You're gonna throw it up, bitch. Your body gonna know. You know, my body said, man, we have too much food in this bitch. In order for this girl to push this baby out, we need to make some room. So I'm throwing it up. Then I go to pouring. So I'm pouring. I feel this pressure. The most question women ask me, when do you know how to push? Girl, if you don't have epidural, you're going to know how to push. You are going to know how to push. When do I know how to push? All you feel is a head come drop down. I say, whoa.
But wait,
that's
you also say, too, if something with the butt crack, that's how you know when you're 10 centimeters. Am I remembering that correctly? Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I didn't follow that. And I don't even follow it to this day. I really don't, because I feel like labor do such other things. I don't need no sign on her booty. But they do have a purple line that'll go up to the ass crack if you're 10 minutes dilated. 10 minutes, 10 centimeters. But I don't go by it, because it's just like, obviously, you know, the baby's about to come. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't want women worrying. Well, how dilated I am now? Don't worry, just flow. Just flow. This is your death and your rebirth right now. Remember, we died many times, right? This is your death and this is your rebirth. And as that child is born, you are rebirth with that child. You're going to die too. Okay? Right. So, she coming. I feel her, fall right in that little turtle, and then I pick her up immediately. I pick her up immediately. Don't worry about it. And she cried. And I just sit there for probably like an hour, just out of it. Just like, what the fuck just happened? What happened? I called my mom. Well, she called my mama, who lived right around the corner, like 1.5 minutes away. 4 o'clock in the morning, she there. She just holding the baby. I'm just looking. Placenta comes right out. Just slide out my cut like goosh. I say, oh, there you go. And then we go to sleep. And I never forget, I stood on the top of the stairs, because it was an upstairs town, like a little apartment. And I looked at her and I was like, I said, bitch, I really just did that. She was like, you did.
So did
and
you,
we went to sleep.
Like, you know, like, I know your mom came and stuff,
and that was it.
One, I wanted to know.
And that was the beginning.
So it was just you and your ex-boo. Why didn't you have any other family there, or did you choose not to, or it just didn't work out that way?
Everybody, okay,
Yeah,
it's not, some people, they were making a few comments, and I was like, They wasn't saying like, oh, don't fucking do that. They was like, no, I don't think, what if this happened? Yeah. What if this happened? And I was like, you know what? Do this yourself. And I said it, and she was around me, and she was like, I'll do it with you. I was like, now you show. I said, if you scared, don't stay with me. Because I knew, and I didn't know, but I knew that I could do that shit. And nobody could be there. I knew I could do it. I just knew it. I don't know. I had this quote in my head that I had seen on somebody's website. If a dog could go and give birth in the wild, why can't you? And I just kept replaying it.
And ain't no nurses coming to get the puppy after the baby after
doing all that, right?
They just going to bed. They just moving on with life. So that's so also too, with that being said, did you have any after you had her, did you feel like maybe I should go and get her checked out, or maybe I should take nothing? You didn't feel anything?
Having her at home made it make sure that I wasn't going to go get her checked out, because I was like, now you stuck. Yep. Now you have to figure this shit out. I said, because you didn't get any prenatal care, you don't want CPS knocking on your door. I wasn't all the way as well versed as I am now, because if they knock on the door now, they'll never get an answer. Like, I'm raising these children, bitch. You got me fucked up. They all healthy. They all looking great. So, I was like, everything looked good. She grew as normally as she was supposed to. She never was sick. I mean, ever. We had a few, when I didn't know about hernias back there. She had a big ass golf ball one, until somebody was like, you're supposed to stick a penny in there. That's why we need elder. I put a Band-Aid, a penny, gone. Some herbs, gone. I was just learning about herbs. Hers was huge, because it kept growing because I just left it there, So after that, hernia gone. She's fine. She's growing. She's making sense. Now I'm getting into herbs, because she's making me an herbalist, because there is no going to the doctor. So anything, now I gotta see, what about your hernia? Today, what if she is sneezing? Now we did go to the ER 3 times. She had broke, like her nursemaid bone had popped out. Then I had to look up herbs for pain relievers. So she had dropped a weight on her foot, and it fractured her toe. I had to look up. Oh yeah. She had put a thing up her nose. Now I had to look. Okay, you put coconut oil in that bitch, let it slide out. You blow in their mouth. Put coconut oil in the nose, make it as a lubricant, blow in their mouth and come out. So she was training me, making me become an herbalist. I didn't have a choice. That's why I tell people, when you backed up against a corner, you gonna know what the fuck to do. You gonna have to mother. You gonna have to. She had a little gas. Or what mamas do about that? You know what I'm saying? Then I'm an herbalist with her. I'm a doula and an herbalist. She's the beginning of my herbal journey.
Damn, so then you were a pro. You were a pro. With divine and obviously magical, you got this in the bag at that point.
Right. Yeah. And I all took them to the same doctor. Now, this is going to be crazy. Destiny's doctor, 17 years ago, is named Dr. Abel, right? Now, this is something exclusive to you, too, because I never told them, because I just never got around to it. His name is Dr. Abel. I remember breastfeeding Destiny, and for a whole day she didn't eat. And I'm crying. I keep calling this man. Why is my baby not eating? Is she okay? So he calls me back like 5 p.m. He said, well, babies don't have an instinct to starve themselves. So if she's not eating, she's just not hungry. That alone, he don't understand what he did to me. So all this bitch shit about, is they're drinking 5 ounces a day? Did the baby get there too? Nah. The baby gonna drink to survive, bitch. Fuck out of here, okay? Because there's no instinct for them to do otherwise. So if today this nigga eat 10 bottles less, today he not really, maybe yesterday he full enough. Or today he don't really, his stomach, he don't like what you ate, he smelling it, he don't want it. He ain't gonna die one day. You understand? So when I hear about Dr. Abel throughout the years. He don't care if you're vaccinated or not. He let you make your own choice. So I'm like, ooh, I need I wanna go bring him all my children. So I bring him home and he look at her, she fine. This was when she was already like 4. Divine, I take him to her when she like 4 months. He look at her, she perfect. Now I'm kind of being a little messy too. I ain't lying. Because he's saying, well, how you having all these babies? I say I'm doing home births, right? Now this, I'm sorry, listen, I'm so sorry, Dr. Abel. I say I wouldn't say it, but I have to just tell my business, right? Because I'm Aquarius. So Dominique takes her twins there and they talking shit. The nurses talking shit. One girl by my teeth. And the nurses, she tell Dominique, they saying, looking at your video saying, oh, that was so reckless. How's she gonna do that? I said, okay, so I'm pregnant at the time. I say, when I have my motherfucking baby, I'm gonna take him too. Because I wasn't gonna ever go back, but I now want to be messy. Man, talk about magical perfect, right? So I go in there, ooh, how old magical is? Oh, I go last month. He 4 months now. But he don't nothing wrong. It's just they're like, well, what's wrong? I say nothing. Just, one of those checkups, right? So I go in there, he know me. He said, well, how you doing, Miss Krystal? I said, I'm doing amazing. How are you? So the whole visit, we just talking. I'm like, well, ultimately, don't you feel as if it's their gut? Because then we talking about vaccines. He was like, yeah, 80% is in the gut. I said, well, how are you telling mothers this? I was like, are you telling women to breastfeed? He was like, because we've been doing this since the beginning of time, like home birth. So we flowing. He on his doctor's side, like still supporting. He was like, some vaccines you got to take, blah, blah, blah. We're doing it. So I'm like, well, look at him. He was like, I'm not, he's perfect, Krystal. I was like, another one. And another one, nigga. I just love it. But I said I wasn't going to get on live and be messy like that because I do have a lot of respect for Dr. A. But even though he is a doctor, he be on some other shit on the slick. I'm still not going to take my child routinely or ever again. But, I just kind of wanted that battle. And, girl, I'm in there with Catrice and Alan. They're like, bitch, you crazy. I'm saying, fuck all y'all, okay? I got points to prove, bitch. I'm going to take all 25.
Where the nurses at?
Another one nigga at home. Look at here. Yeah. Yeah. I went in there on a little ghetto, little classy.
Period.
Okay. Now I'm just suing bitches. Because I don't want to do all that ratchet shit. I'm not giving... Yeah, I'm going to give it to them professionally. Real shit. If you around here slandering my name, because, bitch, what you telling people ain't going to be true because I done told them all my business. So they're going to know it from me. I don't want to give you no time on live. You don't deserve to be famous. So I'm going to just sue you for defamation of character and hit them pockets. So, because I got a suit on.
I love it. And I've seen,
but I'm growing, though.
Like, we've only known each other through this app, for a few years now, but I've seen it. I see your evolution. I see where you're going. I see, you ain't stopped. And even when you could have stopped, you talk about the food stamps and the Section 8 and all that being in your 2-bedroom. You could have been stopped. You could have been gave up. You could have been let this whole system keep you where you was, complete and comfortable. But you didn't. You didn't. You continued on. You had divine. You had magical. All at home. You did that shit. Bitch, you did that. For real.
Right, thank you.
It's coming.
I'm tying it up. I need to master.
Conjuring you up something real good.
I know.
If he ain't already in your life, I'm just saying.
From the heavens, you
hear
me?
We don't even know. It could have been a nigga we passed over in Whole Foods. We don't know. It is what it is. So okay. So like I said, you then later had Divine, and you recently had Magical, and he is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. So okay, so we know you had the babies, okay, and I want to kind of speed this up a little bit, but I want to get into being in your home, being in the 2-bedroom, building launching the Goddess collection. What, March 2018? Okay, so launching the Goddess collection, being in your home, the whole downstairs was your warehouse, okay, and it was you and your and your daughter and mom and Catrice. It was just y'all, right? To now being, right. I don't know what the footage of your warehouse is, but a big ass warehouse, okay? What? How many employees? 18. We still at 18 employees. 18 employees. Bitch, be proud of yourself.
Yeah.
Be proud. Okay, so the business is taking off. You still in that 2-bedroom. From what you said, you was food stamps and Section 8. What was that time like?
Yeah. Well, God just talked, and I always listen. I'm telling you, God could be like, put a blindfold on, make a left, make a right, and then jump, and I'ma fucking do it. You guarantee. That is my greatest gift. And we all have different gifts, but my greatest gift is like, as soon as I ask for something, or if a customer come in, I literally get text message or what you would call down. I don't know. Any customer that been in here, I'm like, what's wrong with you? Well, what's hurting you? Okay, I can pick it up. He doing this, he doing this, he doing this, he doing that. Oh, that's your mom or this. And they just be like, what the fuck? But that's just my greatest gift. But we all have that power. I mean, we all do anyway. So I'm on the food stamps. And I'm like, okay, well, if I cut my food stamps off now, it's still not going to be enough. So I'm going to just work and do both. But you can't report it. But I reported it. And so when God was like, okay, no, it's time to let it go. It's time to let it go. I said, okay, cool. I don't have no trust issue. How I'm going to do it? How I'm going to make it? That's what God said. Bitch, it's done. Then after a while, I'm on the Section 8. God was like, okay, you could be done with that. I'm like, man, I could pay rent. This bitch $933. I ain't paying rent a day in my motherfucking life. So I could get my own groceries and pay rent. You sure? We got you. Okay, cool. I did it. And you good. And now I'm not in a 2-bedroom. And now $933 of rent is laughable in a sense, right? But I still act just the same. People come to me and, do you know who you are? I'm a girl who's doing what I'm supposed to do. Nothing more, nothing less. Whereas you can honor me, don't pray, don't worship me. Don't ever do that. Just honor me for being in my being and being in my power and being in my mission. But I'm going to always be Krystal, because Krystal is the Goddess collection, and the Goddess collection is Krystal. There's no need for me to act
absolutely
different.
And like when you operating in your gift and in your purpose, then
I
mean, that's just what. Yeah. So how has it been? I know that you went through a series of just creating a team and finding people to work for you and things like that you can trust. Like, what has that process been like? And now you have a solid team. You have an amazing as assistant. You know what I mean? Like, and I love her for you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So what's that process been like? Just finding
for real. I didn't have to learn so much. When you first came here, you could literally do anything you want. You want to get high, you could get high. You couldn't do it like in the building, obviously. But go smoke, be free. I'm an Aquarius. There are no rules, right? So I'm just like, do whatever you want. Products are free. And, not percentage off. You take what you want. And, oh, my motherfucking God.
Yeah.
I have gotten my ass whooped, not physically. But I'm talking about business-wise, you fucking right. My turnover rate in the beginning, even to almost probably like 2 months ago, was $1 a day. Because I'm like, oh, this is where the broken souls go. Come on, it doesn't matter what you've been through. It doesn't matter where you're at. You're here now. But that is something that they have to want for themselves. You cannot take somebody and feel like you can give them an opportunity to be somebody that they haven't accepted that they're ready to be. And that's why I have always felt, whether it had been in relationships and whether it had been, my whole days are over. I didn't get pregnant with magical because I was horny, maybe a little, no, I'm playing, but more because I'm looking at this person. Oh, no. When they come here and they see it's a better life and we can do this, not just money wise, all that I know, I can take this person, we can fly high. But if that's not something that is already set in their own intentions, I am not anybody's God. I can't do it. So then I continue to feel relationship after relationship, not anymore, by looking at a person's imperfection and seeing what they can be. But if they didn't want it for themselves, I had to know that. And this is what I did as an employer as well. Okay, no, she got a background. She done stole from 8 places she didn't work for. Bitch, she ain't changed. She stole from here too, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or this person that did that. Because I was trying to guide other people's lives, not purposely, but unintentionally. These people wasn't ready to make certain changes. That wasn't their own intentions. So I would just go through people like it was water because I felt that we're going to give them a chance. Where it's a huge red flag. No, we're going to give them a chance. Come on, we're better than this, and we do this, and not anymore.
And I think that's too, like, we see things in people before they see it in themselves. And that's been my downfall in relationships too. Thinking that I could fix a man or fix a relationship or fix a friend or, you know, like make them like, no, that shit's draining. That shit's draining. Yeah.
It is. Oh, it took so much from me. The betrayal that I have to have endured, because people see money differently than what I see it. I see money as, okay, now we can get a house that we all can live in. I'm like, oh, we're going to have a Bugatti, and you know, like the rappers, and we're going to have 6 and 7 cars. I might have 6 and 7 houses, but that's going to be for tax purposes and rental properties and shit to leave my children. So if I have 6 houses, it's going to be a house all the motherfuckers could jump in when I'm dead and gone. That's what that's going to be about. But I'm sure not just going to have 27 cars and all of that other dumb shit and jackets that call. This Fashion Nova, bitch. It ain't going to change with me. Whereas I saw money as a tool to utilize for future generations, people saw money as a way to say, we shitting on you hoes. That's weird. To me, that's weird. I don't see that as an Aquarius. I'm a humanitarian. You feel me? Oh yeah, we gonna do this and we gonna do that. I don't know. We gonna take from her. She don't deserve to have it. Why the fuck I don't? She got enough. We could do what I had. The biggest issue was I would pay them to do something. They would spend their own check and then look at me as the motherfucking savings account. Well, we know she have it. So we gonna blow all our money, whether it be we saved up 20 grand. We gonna blow all that shit. And then we know she gonna give it to them. Then the prices go up. Nigga come ask you to borrow 10 stacks. 10 stacks? Bitch, I know you gonna wait till I buy a house. You gonna wait till we got, you know, that's where black people begin to lose. If I got 500,000 in my account and you start asking to borrow 10 stacks, we haven't solidified anything. I don't have nothing yet to leave to my children. I just got money that we can all go shopping with, nigga. And we haven't built things in the community yet. We haven't built other businesses that we can still get paid. We have to be very smart now. So don't come ask me for 10 stacks when I haven't built up my empire and I'm still climbing the ladder. Let me buy a house. Something that I can leave to my children because I work like a dog to get here. Let me buy a car. Something that I can have to ride in. You heard me? Niggas was asking me for car money before I had my own car when I was fucking driving with a driver. Because I wasn't ready to buy yet because I was still saving for myself. So then your prices get high. Well, I want 6 grand. 6 grand, hold up. What that motherfucking 100 used to ask a nigga for? And they don't want to work as hard as you work for it, or they would already have what you have. You have people who want to, no matter what, work for what they need to work for. No matter what. And I wasn't working for the money. I was working for the mission. There are plenty of times I said, well, fuck all this. I just sell baby booms. We sell one baby boom. We still going to be comfortably living. To every bitch on the planet. But God told me I couldn't do that. So I was fighting hard to keep the mission alive. For bitches to call me and say, what can I do for my kidneys? And I could give you that. Because you could say I could give you the answers all day and all night. There's a magic that goes with this. Some people could take herbs all day and all night at home and still never get no results. You have to have what they would call growing hands. Nigga, do your hair, and this bitch got growing hands, and this nigga don't got growing hands, right? You go from one hairstylist to the next. So if I don't have a certain amount of magic that I have to put up on that, then I'm the catalyst in a sense. Just like every other herbalist gonna be that catalyst. Not to say you can't go pick your dandelion and it's gonna work for you. True enough, it may. But maybe she's the one who put the potions together like the witches did. She take her pot. Every time I see myself in the kitchen boiling a pot, and I'm putting this in, and I'm putting this in, I'm putting this in it, and I say, man, fuck that. Let me do a little spell real quick. Today gonna be an amazing day. Today gonna be an amazing day. I'm gonna run into the people I need, so I'm running to the people. Everybody in the house healthy, so shall it be. And then I drink that bitch. And then I look at Walgreens, the big potion pot. And then I think of the witches, how they putting shit in their potion and they stirring it around. And then we all got to understand who we are. Period. So it's been a lot of backlash. It's been a lot of slanders. It's been a lot of people who they get obsessed with me, or they either want to take my position or they start to get big headed. Whereas I curse people out who fuck with me. Now you work for me and you want to be rude to my customers. Wait, you don't get that right, because I'm only being rude because they being rude back to me, but I own this bitch. You can't go do what I do. You know what I'm saying? So then you start to get people who start to get big-headed and believe that they you, and then start to want, it start to get weird. Sometimes I don't want to be everybody's friend. It doesn't mean that I don't like you. I was just this way as an Aquarius with $0 in my bank. And you as an Aquarius, you understand that. Sometimes I just don't want to be your friend. Whether you work here, we joke, we laugh, but they get very upset. I also have this problem with men. When I don't want to have sex with a man or invite this man into my cootie, he will get very angry. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I don't want to invite these women into me and Catrice's circle, they get very pissed off. You have had so many women come for Catrice's position, it is pathetic. Or think that we gonna all be friends like me and her. I've known her since I was 7 years old. I don't want to just be picking up friends. It may be the littlest thing about your spirit that I feel like I just rather not sit in your energy. That doesn't mean I don't like you. And that doesn't mean you're not a stellar employee. But they forced themselves. It's been the weirdest journey ever. I have two people. They super attracted to my life, but the moment I don't give them that lick they pussy back, then they like, we hate you. You suck, die. So you either gonna hate Krystal, Alkaline, Doula, or you gonna fucking love the fuck out of me. There's absolutely gonna be no in between with me. And this just what
that
you get.
resonates on so many different levels, because that's how I am. Especially like now, I'm shining bright, right? Everybody. I mean, it's only because
you are glowing, sis. You glowing.
But everybody's so attracted to me now, right? And it's like I'm at a place in my life where I've had so many friends, long-term friends, and now I'm like, could count on my fingers who I'm rocking with, right? But everybody want to be my friend, and everybody want to be in my face, and I'm like, I'm cool. We good, but I don't necessarily need. Of course, we all want that tribe. We all want a village, things like that. But it's just, I don't know. Like, I'm just at a place right now where I'm still trying to be able to like use my own discernment to be like, who is really for me and who's not. Who's drain me? Who's here to drain me? And who's really here to pour back into me? Because if you can't pour into me and I'm constantly pouring, and you taking, what are we doing? What are we doing? I get it. I totally get it.
So, exhausted.
Wrap it up. You got a couple more. You got a little bit more time, or okay. All right. So so we got the business. It's doing great. What would you say your business has done so far that you didn't expect that you didn't expect for it to do? I'm gonna let you.
Girl, the money I got. No, real shit. Because mind you, I went into it like, ooh, I'm gonna be able to this is my exact words. I'm gonna be able to breastfeed Harmony, right? And pay the bills. And I have to ask my mama for shit, right? And I have to, Mom, can you pay this? Can you pay that? I'm nursing the baby. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a single mother and all of that goes with it. And it's like, And I'm like, this is amazing. And then they used to be like, bitch, you know how much this is? I was like, yeah, we doing good. You know what I mean? I'm just regular Krystal. So to imagine that we have reached as many people as we have reached, and that they are setting me up in a place to be able to, now a Black girl has some power. Now you can't come in my warehouse if you vaccinated. Fuck with me. You heard me? Now I'm buying up this piece of land and this piece of land and this piece of land, and that's mine. Okay? So whatever I build, we're gonna give back to the community. Just like I'm so proud of myself. 18 Black bodies,
Okay.
bitch, on my motherfucking payroll. That, man, come on. You didn't gave me power now.
Right.
That's a wrap. And I'm talking about power in their matrix. Now I
Okay.
Now I got a hand in the game. And I'm on the right side.
And that's why I rock with you, because at the end of the day, you know, most people will be, oh, I got a list of celebrities I want to interview on my podcast. What? You got a list of who? What they mean? Who are they? What have they done for you? Can you go to a seminar and see them and sit that close to them? Do they really care about your money?
Be then push the bitch off stage. You get too close.
Right, exactly.
You never know if they were trying to kill me. Oh, girl, goodbye. The celebrity community has poured back nothing, whether it be financially, spiritually, mentally, physically, at all. So people will say, well, they don't deserve to give us money. Well, they have given us nothing to eat from. And like I said, mentally, all they give us is destructive music. And I sure as fuck don't give a fuck about you bouncing no ball for no white man so he can see how high you can jump. Facts. Don't call me. Call somebody else to help you. They got a lot of herbalists wannabe celebrities, but I'm not giving nobody nothing that didn't give us a motherfucking thing.
So with everything you got going on, how are you finding time to still be a doula?
When I tell you, and I'm not even started, like, because I want to slowly get my children back, because my sister watches them Monday through Friday, not like sleep over, but I get them back. And then Catrice is having the kids. When it slow down, and I have written my book, and Magical is a little older, when we get back in that motherfucker like we used to be, and we Monday through Friday, we waking up, we jamming, we mute. Oh my, I can't wait. But right now it's just a little exhausting.
Yeah.
Because he's young. It's the baby so young.
Yeah.
So I'm working back into just the setup of life. But right now, it's a forever going everything. Everything. I have to breathe. I have to cleanse. I have to take showers. I have to physically take that energy and dump it. And I have to keep doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Absolutely. Can people, so are you taking like new doula clients, or is that something that is just like if you in the city, or if you willing to come to me?
Yeah, I don't want to travel right now because my baby's young and I want to start respecting myself. I did a lot of disrespecting me and not honoring myself, trying to be a people pleaser. And so now, like, I have a birth. I did the girl in September, right? She actually flew from, man, that's so beautiful, Belize, right? Man. And I thought she was talking shit. She really come down here for me to
I remember her live, though.
I got to remember who I am. I just be like, whatever, right? I'm like, wait, bitch, she come from Belize, but whatever. So then I picked up one in December, and then I should have another one. She may be due any day. But I don't ever turn them down. Like, if you hear, I just can't turn you down.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I get that. And so with this, as far as like the seminars, you went from traveling, because that's how I was able to meet you twice, is through traveling to you. And so now you just like, fuck it, y'all coming to me. This where it's
at. Yeah, because I'm still having babies myself.
Yeah.
So if I got to do all the work and then go on tour, no, that makes no sense. You're going to come see who you want to see. Y'all travel for anything else. And I had to understand, why are you touring? You a young mom. You still having babies. I might be having babies up until Destiny having fucking babies. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, why are you doing this? You not only having babies, single and mothering, right? And then you got a whole business, girl. What, you want to be alive? So I'm like, no more of that. Y'all could come to me. If I could travel to New York, you could come from New York and come to me.
Absolutely.
No different.
Absolutely. And it's worth it. It's worth the travel. I was just looking at videos on my phone from Atlanta when I saw you, and I'm like, damn, like this girl was all over the place, just everywhere. So I'm happy that you made that decision to stay where you come to me.
Thank you.
Come. So when all of it's said and done and your day is wrapped up, let's just say you don't have Magical, you don't have the girls. What is Krystal doing for herself? And I want you to, I mean, or okay, let's just say it don't ever work out in the day. You know, maybe some things you want to do for yourself. But what would a day look like for just you? You just doing what you want to do in a day to just unwind. What does that look like?
So it hasn't happened in maybe about the last 4 years, right? So I would, now this is just imagining, right? Oh my God, if I had a day to myself. So I would literally wake up late. I say that, but I'm a sunshine girl. As soon as the sun rises, ooh, I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would try to wake up late. And then I would work out, go sit in the sun and bake, do some writing. Oh, it would be so fun. Oh my God. I would just sit there and think because I love thinking. That's so fun to me. Maybe read a little bit. I haven't read in so long. I love laser tag. I love anything that's arcade. Like, I'm a child. I am a child. I want a bowl. That's why I like a lot of like the chivalry is dead. You know what I'm saying? Take me bowling. Take me to an arcade. Take me to skate in the park. Let's go ride bikes. I'm a big juicy kid. Like, I ain't lying. I want to jump in the spacewalk. I want to do a water slide. I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm so like young looking. I don't know. But I just would go, I would go get a massage. I would just have so much fun. I really would.
I'm with you, and I think that's why I have boys, because you know I'm big on let's go to GameWorks, let's go to like you said, the arcades. Like, I love that type of stuff. I asked my son recently for his birthday. I'm like, you want to go downtown to the arcade? He like, no. I'm like, that sounds like so much fun. Like,
right? Come on, man.
That's just how I am too. But
air hockey, yes. Oh my God. Yeah. But right now, I'm not pampering myself at all. I don't take care of my hair. I have lost so much hair. Not from the bird, not your edges, not none of that. But I'm saying in the sense of just like, if you don't comb this motherfucker, comb it once a month, bitch. And you're gonna be a sugar bush in a second. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I'm like, man, fuck that. I'm on a mission. I'm like, but when you gonna do, okay, fuck it. You just hold on. Whenever they're gonna see you when you finish. When you finish mothering and finish driving through this fucking tunnel, they're gonna see you. I'm gonna take care of my hair. I'm gonna go back to taking care of my fucking skin. I'm gonna go back to like just rejuvenate myself. But right now I'm just in nigga mode. But that's because I don't have a choice. I'm mothering and I'm mothering the business. And right now I got twins. And that's what it is.
To be less hands-on with your business yet, so that you can kind of try and tend to other things and water other things?
It's getting there. Let me say that, because the first time ever I have a team down there that is trustworthy, that's not gonna play when I walk. Like, when I started, God told me the reason I started dressing different because God was talking to me. God said, I need you to let go of certain things that you do that reflect certain people. So I want you to dress better, because that's going to knock a few people out that you reflect or that you attract, because we don't want those people in your life no more. I'm trying to get you to grow. God always talking to me. God say, now I don't want you walking like this with 4 kids in front of you. You're a business owner. Put on some suits. Show these hoes who you are. Okay, I say, okay, cool, got that. So then I start dressing different. Then all of a sudden come a different mindset. Even when I think I'm already up here, something still begins to change. I'm like, no, we got to decorate in here. This looks a mess. You know what I'm saying? Let's get these walls painted. Let's redecorate. This about to look like the goddess collection in this bitch. Then all of a sudden, I'm getting irritated with certain employees. I know one of these hoes standing from me because I could smell it, right? I know this one don't never work. Every time I come around, they on their phone. Everybody whisper in my ear, that nigga don't do nothing. I know another girl just going around being malicious to all the people. How am I gonna grow with rocks in my pocket? They got to get the fuck. So now, all of that happened in the last like month and a half. I let them go. The place smelled different. We dressing different. I even made Catrice start dressing different. You my right hand man. You my twin. You my sister white bitch. We ain't fucking no, okay? But we a reflection. You gotta start dressing different. We gotta have a different mind, right? I started setting up content on Instagram. See, God was putting that there because I couldn't, I was screaming, hey, y'all help me. Y'all do this. Then the girl come work here who know how to do all that. But I wouldn't hide her because I was maxed out on employees until I let the other person go.
Right.
So with the dressing different came a different mindset. Anything that I was attracting by dressing like that fell through the wayside. I was able to get what I was asking for by letting rocks go and got diamonds. The little real she do, I see a little change in my payroll. I ain't gonna say it ain't got me $1 million, but I'm gonna speak it's gonna give me $1 million. So I could buy up the next block for my children. And that my children can have hearts like mine so that we can have a village, right? And it could be all us in this bitch, right? So this is, I see a total difference. I love the woman that I'm gonna continue to become. I just love this shit, man. This is amazing. I tell right now, I hire one employee, fire one, and she has lost her mind. I say, this a test, God. The old me would have got on live, blah, 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 fuck this, you a lie. Because, like, I did a background check on her. She don't know all that tea. What receipts? Boom, boom, boom. Like, if I got on live, I could destroy her. Like, I don't think she'll ever work in the metro city again. I had to let it, but she, every day, she hitting them statuses about me. And for some reason, I don't even give a fuck. I said, girl, you are amazing now. I said, and then they like, oh, girl, you really changed. Oh, yeah, did I? Why? When she lost everything, I'm still at the top. God still fucking with me. There's no reason for me to go down there. I win. Oh, this so, man, I'm so proud of me, though. Like, I swear I'm so proud. I'm so proud. I'm going to starve that hoe. It's like she fussing with a blank wall. With her little 10 followers who be, get her, girl. I be like, oh, you hoes pathetic. Like, you know what I'm saying? I sit here, still doing me in my suit. Like, what you think, sis? Like, you wait. You getting a little obsessed with me. It's getting a little creepy. But it's all good. But I'm definitely growing. I'm definitely growing. And I'm proud. Oh, I'm so proud. And I'm going to continue to grow. Continue. The woman you see now won't be the same woman a year from now.
Absolutely. And your team, they got to show you a different level of respect. You know what I mean? And I think that's what that came with. It's like, damn, like Krystal ain't coming in here. And not to say we know you still, we like it out, right? But it's a whole new respect now. Like she coming, it's the way you dress, because they do them white people like that.
Mm-hmm.
They respect them white people that's got the suits and ties and the this and the that. They show them a different level of respect. You see your boss out in the grocery store and he got on his hoop shorts and his t-shirt. It's a different level of respect. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah. Always listen to God, man. Don't say, oh, I'm not ready for that. You ready for whatever's been whispered in your ear. Straight up.
Yep. Absolutely. So I want to ask you, I know we tapped into the love thing, a little while ago. You said you're looking for a husband. What does healthy love look like for you?
Oh, God, I'm such a pussy in love. Somebody that's going to let me follow them around and stare at them while they're working out. Right? Okay. Just say, I'm about to go somewhere, you want to come, and I just sit in the car. Just so I could be clingy and I could sniff your neck. Somebody who won't laugh with me, who let me be a joking hoe, who let me just, run up on the bed and then pin them down and like bite on their neck like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just love. Somebody that's going to take me to the park. It doesn't require anything to love me. Because remember, money doesn't exist. But you're going to buy me lunch here and there. Fuck, you could make me a salad, nigga, and I'm in love. Emoji eyes, okay? Right? Let's go eat where the sun shines. Yep. Take me on a canoeing road. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ride bikes. I want honest love. Some real shit. Where I know every inch of your fucking soul. And you know every inch of mine. And there are no secrets. And there is no lies. And there is faithfulness. And there is growth in that. I make you better with every day, and you make me better with every day. And the sex gotta be good. That's my problem there, right? And the love has to be unconditionally universal. And I also have to feel safe. And I'm not talking about protect me from gangsters. You gotta make me feel safe, that it's a safe place for me to give you my love and my vulnerability. And that you're never gonna take that and take advantage of that and take that and use that against me and take that and hurt me. I have to know that this is a safe place to leave half of my soul and half of my heart, because then we fuse together and become whole. Because you take half of me and I take half of you. I gotta feel like that. I find myself way too kind, and I never get, I'm not want to speak that, but it hasn't been reciprocated. The scale look like this, bitch. So that's what love.
Yeah.
Me, you and the kids, right? Jamming in the house on Saturday, riding bikes on Sunday, us making love all 7 days. Right? And doing some fucking too.
That's a must. That's a must. So let me say this real quick. If you had to tell someone, because I want to make sure I don't mess this question, if you had to tell someone who's never had your tea and doesn't have any serious illnesses or diseases, what's that one tea or two teas that you're gonna recommend every time? Just as staple teas to keep in your pantry or whatever.
Blood purifier, you already know.
The true king, the head honcho, that nigga.
Thanks. Ooh, thank you. And the golden goddess. Okay. I'm addicted to the golden goddess. Nutrients. That's all I can say. Nutrients, nigga. In a world where our diets, no matter how great we eat, are still under holistic. So much poison, so much electricity lost from the time it was picked off the tree and shipped to me. So much lost from the electricity and the herbs, my nigga, that if we don't bind them together, what are we doing? We still ain't getting the full guyship. When we do herbs, when we do the diet, we are still not who we used to be able to be. And I'm not going to speak that because God has a way of all of it. But so much power has been lost because we're being poisoned and dumbed down. Organics, all of it. Here we are. Pesticides in our clothing. Here we are. So I say, fight the good fight, motherfucker. And do all you can to be all you can fucking be.
Yep. It's all you can do. Listen, herbs have been, I hadn't even really tapped into herbs until I came across you. And that was 5 years ago. So I wasn't in tune. I had heard about them, but I'm like, my taste buds wasn't where they should have been at that point yet. You know what I mean? So I don't know about the herbs yet. I'm gonna just keep eating clean and eat my vegan food, but I don't know about but so they have changed my life. Like I said, the darker the better for me. I love it. I love it. So I want to wrap this up, and I want you to give. There's 340 people on here. There's somebody out there that's struggling with transition and they want to become vegan. They want to let the meat go. There's somebody that's pregnant right now and they want to do it at home, but they scared. They don't want to go to the hospital. There's somebody out there that's just going through a time in their life. They want to leave their 9 to 5. They want to become an entrepreneur. They got this thing that's been imprinted on them, but they don't know how to execute. They don't know how to start that business. What do you tell that collective of people? What advice do you have for them?
Your first step is going to be changing your temple, what you put in your temple. And that way you're going to be able to hear every single piece of instruction that God gives you. And you can't lose from them. I'm telling you, I've been here, done this my life, as y'all just heard. Wow. And I still got about 2 more secrets. Not secrets, but things that I'll tell in time. Because I'll say it.
Yeah.
I'll definitely say it. But I was kind of want to write a book and stuff.
And I've been telling you I can help you with that book, sis. So
I know. Let me know. It's going to be called Nigga the Goddess.
Ooh. Okay, title.
Oh, really? Nigga to real nigga got it. So we'll see. But yeah, woo, Lord. I was kind of waiting to write the book until I got married and was married for like 2 years. So it was like stable. So that your ending could be, and then I found true love and everything that I had ever been through is gone. You know that shit. So
right.
in divine time.
I get it. I get it. So Krystal, this has been amazing.
Yay.
I'm so grateful for you. I'm so honored that you took this time out. 2 hours and 41 minutes. We just supposed to go an hour. You gave me a whole extra hour and some change, and I'm grateful.
Of course. Anything.
Podcast, I never even expected to do no live. This is, like I said, I'm for real. I'd rather be behind the scenes. Yeah. This is cool. I can talk all day, but to go live is what I know I needed to do for myself. But I know my audience, they wanted this. Right. And who is better to go live with than you? The queen of lives, okay? The God,
man.
I'm honored.
Thank you.
You know, I told my friend the other day, I said, listen, I'm going to scratch this PCP name off my kids' insurance card, and I'm going to put Krystal Alkaline, dude. I was like, who the fuck is that?
I got you, sis. Don't worry.
Yeah, but yeah, thank you so much. I had asked my people if they had any questions, but we didn't get any. So if y'all have questions, if she have time to come back through and check them out, she will. If not, you had your chance.
Yeah, so I know, because I got to pee. And y'all know I got to fucking eat.
Yeah, I know.
I got a whole cantaloupe sitting here looking at me, bitch.
So thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
And I'm sending you so much love as always.
Thank you, sis. Love you.
You're welcome. I love you too. Talk to you later.
Peace, y'all.